Hi everyone! Okay, so this is my first Halloween tutorial this year. I kind of explained in my last video how I'm in the middle of moving, so it's really difficult for me to find time to do this. However, I thought it would be fun to do another really kind of, I don't know, kind of crazy, kind of fantasy, beauty kind of look. So I came up with this look here, which is kind of like drag queen vampire, but anyway. If you want to see how I got this look, then stay tuned. So I've already done the worst eyebrow blocking job in the world and applied my foundation, and now I am going to go in with a angled liner brush and I am going to go and define my crease. I'm just using Inglot's gel liner in number 77. It doesn't have to be too neat or tiny, but you just want to have a nice dark line. So now I'm going to go in with a red base, and the red base I'm going to use is this aqua color here from Wolf Face Art and Effects. I'm going to just use a brush and wet it, and then brush it on my lower lid. And I'm going to try to kind of feather it towards the edges as much as possible. So now I'm just going to go in with a matte black and start blending up the crease. So first I'd like to take a kind of a fluffier brush and then start adding the shade. And then I take an angled liner and go over the crease and blend it up. So next I'm going to take Sugar Pill's Love Plus here, and I'm just going to pat it on top of the base. Next I'm taking a blending brush and I'm just going to apply Love Plus under my lash line. I'm going to kind of blow it out. Just taking a matte white and I'm going to blend the edges just very carefully because blocked eyebrows can be kind of finicky. So now I'm going to go back in with the Inglot gel liner and the angled liner brush, and I'm going to line my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take my Physicians Formula 2-in-1 lash boosting eye serum, whatever it's called, and I'm just going to line my upper lash line, and then I'm going to start a quite a dramatic wing. So now I'm going to go in and line my waterline and tightline. I'm just taking a black eyeshadow and then I'm going to start smudging out the lower lash line and also setting my waterline with it. So I'm going to further point my eyeliner here. I'm just going to take my liner and draw a line and connect them. I have difficult eyes, like eyelids to point, because I have one that's kind of folded over. Curling my lashes and applying mascara. So now I'm going to kind of rough out the eyebrows, and I'm going to just first use eyeshadow to define the lines, and then I'm going to go in with a black cake liner. So I want the eyebrow to actually start where my natural eyebrow starts, and then I'm just going to kind of bring it up higher, and then where my arch is, I want that to be the top of my arch is going to be the bottom of my arch. Like that. Whoa, that looks crazy. And now I'm going to define the top part. And I'm just going to keep that as kind of like a really thin line. So I'll just kind of join this in here. Just like that. Bend Nye's cake liner, and then just kind of wet my angled liner brush and pick up some of it. So what I did to feather it even more is that I added some eyeshadow into the center, and then I took a nude color, and I just kind of blended it in there, so it just kind of fades it out. It's not such a harsh line. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an angled liner brush and matte black. Remove a lot of the matte black. I'm going to contour my nose with it. So from my eyebrow down. Okay, so now I'm going to bust out the airbrush. I'm going to first kind of contour my face a little with red, and then I'm going to do a design on top. So I'm going to put a couple drops in there. Let's get going. So next I'm taking these stickers here from Michaels. They're kind of tacky, so you probably want to stick them to your skin first, like on your arm or something like that, just to make sure that it doesn't lift up the paint. And then just gently put them down. They don't need to be stuck down too hard. And I'm just kind of randomly choosing different sizes. I find it's easier to work with tweezers with these. Okay, so now I'm just going to add this black here, which is I think it's a color corrector from Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. And I'm just going to add a couple drops in here. And now I am going to go over the red. I want to kind of leave a little bit of a red outline, so okay, and so now to carefully remove it. You don't want to lift up paint, if any. So just carefully remove it like that. And if you do remove a little bit of paint, you can always go back and fix that in a second. So how I'm going to fix it is I'm just going to go in with the paint again and just kind of paint it in by hand very carefully. So now I'm going to apply the lashes. The top lashes I'm going to be using are the Wet n Wild Fantasy Maker eyelashes, so these ones here. And the lower set are from I Love Me, and they are the Madison ones here, so that's going to be the lower ones. So I'm just going to apply those and then I'll be right back to do my lips. Okay, so for the lips I'm just going to first line my lips with a red lip pencil, and then I'm going to fill them in with a really nice red. So I'm just going to add a little bit of black on the inside of the lips. I'm just using a black lip liner from NYX. So the two colors I'm using are Tard and Stalker by OCC. So I'm just going to apply Stalker first and then Tard in the center. Okay, so now I'm kind of going to blacken the corners of my mouth just with Tard. It's kind of glossy, just to give it kind of a more morbid kind of look. And then I'm going to add some blood. So this is the finished look. The wig I purchased on eBay, and the hat, I bought the little hat and I just kind of decorated it myself with a bunch of feathers and stuff. The teeth are from Dracula House, and the contacts are from Pinky Paradise, and I hope you guys enjoyed this look. And I got a special surprise for you guys coming up. Hopefully I'll have it posted by next weekend. Yeah, with two special guests actually. So keep your eye out for those, and I'll see you guys later.